July is knocking on the door with a stacked list of hyped games. You can be a fan of souls-like action, nostalgic remakes, or chaotic co-op madness. This month has something for everyone. So if you're wondering what to wishlist, pre-order, or keep on your radar, don't skip this list. Let's dive into the biggest, boldest, and most hyped games hitting your screen this month. The King of the Jungle is swinging back into action, and this time, he's got more barrels and more bananas. Bonanza marks the first major Donkey Kong platformer built exclusively for the Switch 2. Bonanza blends old-school side-scrolling with new generation visuals and motion-powered mechanics. Players can stomp, roll, and combo through lush jungles, underwater ruins, icy mountaintops, and even factory worlds. Each level is packed with hidden collectibles and mini-challenges. The game also introduces co-op moves and combo takedowns. While it's not a direct sequel to Tropical Freeze, fans are calling it a spiritual follow-up. Nintendo has promised dynamic environments and the most reactive jungle physics yet. Shrunken kids, backyard beasts, and a whole new survival sandbox. Grounded 2 is almost here. Obsidian is back with a sequel that doesn't just build on the original, rather, it expands it in every direction. Players won't be stuck in just the backyard. You'll explore connected outdoor zones, from a neighbor's abandoned greenhouse to a dangerous sewer pipe ecosystem. Think more complex biomes and even more terrifying insects. Wasps, centipedes, and armored beetles are all confirmed. Crafting and base building have been massively improved, along with an updated weather system that can flood your base or create environmental hazards. Co-op remains a core focus, with new ways to share inventories, assign roles, and even ride certain insects. Dark fantasy lovers, keep your eyes on this one. Wuchang. Fallen Feathers blends brutal souls-like combat with rich Chinese folklore. Set in the late Ming Dynasty, the game puts you in the shoes of Wuchang, a female pirate on a journey through the war-torn and plague-stricken lands of Shu. She is a warrior afflicted with a mysterious feathered curse that slowly transforms her body. You'll travel across ruined temples, foggy coastal villages, and infected strongholds. There's a wide variety of weapons, from curved blades to ancient firearms. The feather mechanic allows players to channel corrupted powers. With stunning visuals powered by Unreal Engine 5 and an oppressive atmosphere, Wuchang has quickly become one of July's most talked about releases. The legendary ninja is back with the Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. The game reboots the iconic hack and slash series with a vengeance, offering blistering combat, a fresh storyline, and a hybrid modern retro design that bridges generations. The player takes the role of Kenji Mozu in the Hayabusa village. The tone is grittier, darker, and more cinematic than before. The game's story sees Kenji encounter Komori, a kunoichi of the Black Spider clan. Following a deadly encounter, their souls fuse together, allowing Kenji to use Komori's skill set in combat. Gameplay-wise, Ragebound blends fast-paced swordplay with modern action RPG elements. With cross-gen support and Switch 2 optimization, it's built to impress both old-school fans and new players. Get ready for a dark twist on a gaming icon as Shadow Labyrinth reinterprets the Pac-Man universe as a full-blown 2D Metroidvania. Scheduled for release on July 18th, 2025, the game will place you in an alien maze as swordsman number 8 inches. You will be guided by an eerie orb named Puck. This isn't colorful arcade nostalgia. Rather, it's grim science fiction with depth. The world is your labyrinth to explore, packed with massive bosses, hidden zones, and upgrades that enhance your swordplay, mobility, and shadow powers. Along the way, mini Pac-Man-style maze segments show up, where Puck transforms into a classic pellet-eating hero. Launching right at the start of the month, Mecha Break is ready to kick July into high gear. This high-octane mech shooter is all about fast movement, aerial combat, and customization so deep, you'll spend hours just fine-tuning your metal beast before even jumping into battle. Set in a near-future war zone where AI-controlled factions have gone rogue, you play as a pilot to restore order. The story mode is packed with cinematic missions, but the core is its 6 versus 6 online combat and massive raid battles. The mech designs are sleek, stylish, and wildly customizable from limbs and weapons to engine sounds and booster trails. Gameplay is smooth and explosive, with both ground and air options, giving serious Armored Core vibes, but with more accessibility. Following the massive success of the 1+2 remake, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4 is finally grinding onto modern platforms. This time, it's bigger, cleaner, and slicker than ever. Activision and Vicarious Visions are bringing back every rail, revert, and ridiculous combo chain, remastered for today's hardware. These two games mark the golden age of the franchise, featuring classic levels like Airport, Suburbia, and the legendary Kona Skate Park. Expect every inch of those parks to be lovingly rebuilt, with dynamic lighting, crowd interaction, and smoother tricks of physics. Fans have been waiting for this for years, and it looks like they're finally getting the treatment the originals deserve. Killing Floor 3 is back with way more genetically engineered nightmares. Tripwire's long-awaited sequel is shaping up to be a co-op FPS you won't want to miss. Set 70 years after Killing Floor 2, the game introduces the Megacorp Horzine's latest creation, Zeds 2.0. You play as a Nightfall operative, part of an underground resistance fighting back against Horzine's bioweapons. The story mode is meatier this time, with environmental storytelling and deeper lore than previous games. Gameplay-wise, it's still wave-based survival, but with expanded class systems, weapon crafting, and a brand new gear decay mechanic that forces players to scavenge and adapt mid-match. Co-op supports up to 6 players in tight, high-pressure maps that evolve as you progress. After over a decade on the sidelines, college football returned in 2024. EA Sports College Football 26 is stepping onto the field with all eyes on it. This year's edition marks the second release since the franchise's return. Built on the same engine as Madden NFL 25, the game offers faster animations, smarter AI, and better playbook dynamics specific to college teams. Dynasty mode is deeper, recruiting mechanics are more layered, and the new name, image, likeness integration adds an interesting layer of strategy to how you manage your team. Expect more authentic stadiums, louder crowd energy, and over 130 fully licensed schools. Presentation has been upgraded as well, with dynamic commentary and a college game day style pregame. Mycopunk isn't your average cyberpunk indie. It trades neon skylines for spores, bioprinters, and mushroom-infused revolution. This PC exclusive from Devolver Digital drops you into a fungal underworld. You play as part of the New Atlas Hazard crew, sent to a fungal-infested planet by the Saxon Corporation. The narrative is heavily choice-driven, mixing stealth, hacking, and tactical combat with resource harvesting, which is mostly fungal-based. Want better armor? Grow it? Need weapons? Synthesize them from your pet mold. Gameplay involves fighting hordes of fungal enemies that corrupt and weaponize the planet's technology. Visuals lean into grotesque beauty, with pulsating architecture and spore-infested NPCs that evolve over time. RoboCop's back, and he's got one more mission. Rogue City: Unfinished Business is a major story expansion to 2023's RoboCop: Rogue City. Set after the events of the main game, Unfinished Business follows Alex Murphy as he uncovers a conspiracy tied to his original creators. The setting shifts to old Detroit's industrial outskirts, giving players grittier environments and tougher enemy types. The opponent includes cyber-augmented gangs and renegade military bots. This game isn't just about new missions. It's an 8 to 10 hour narrative arc with expanded weapons and a morality system that actually affects outcomes. Fans of the first game are hyped, and with Peter Weller returning to voice RoboCop again, you can expect that same ultra-violent tone. Built originally as a Doom 2 mod, Total Chaos has come a long way. Now, on the 24th of July, 2025, it's launching as a full standalone game. This gritty survival horror experience is not for the faint of heart. Set on the decaying mining colony of Fort Oasis, you play as a nameless scavenger lured to the island by a rogue transmission. What awaits isn't treasure, but madness. There's no UI, no map, and very little ammo. Every corner could kill you. Gameplay mixes stealth, melee combat, and light crafting. Your mental state can deteriorate. Hallucinations affect what you see, and the deeper into the ruins you go, the less you trust your senses. There's a story here, but it's told through fragments of logs, symbols, and unsettling audio. One of the most visually striking indie titles of the year is going to be Eric's-Holm, The Stolen Dream. The game blends stealth, drama, and historical fiction into a hand-painted world inspired by 20th century Scandinavia. Set in the fictional city of Eric's-Holm, the game follows three siblings trying to reunite their family during the rise of an authoritarian regime. You'll switch perspectives between each sibling, an activist, an inventor, and a violinist. Each has unique abilities that shape how you approach puzzles, stealth encounters, and story choices. It's dense with atmosphere and layered storytelling. Gameplay includes slow burn stealth, emotional stakes, and moments of moral ambiguity. Sometimes you just want to kick off your boots, sip tea, and plant some taters. Tales of the Shire is here to give you that cozy Middle-earth experience. Published by Private Division, this life sim RPG invites players to build a peaceful life as a hobbit in the idyllic Shire. Forget epic quests and ring-bearing drama. Here, it's about farming, fishing, decorating your burrow, and forging friendships with fellow hobbits. There's crafting, daily routines, cooking challenges, and even small local festivals based on Tolkien lore. Visually, it's a warm watercolor painting in motion. Everything from the character animations to the cozy ambient soundtrack screams feel good. You can customize your hobbit, interact with lore-rich NPCs, and expand your village with quests that encourage kindness over combat.